3 words: Teddy Ginn Jr. 71-yard punt return for a touchdown to propel the Cardinals past the Giants in the Meadowlands for a 25-14 Cardinals victory over the now 0-2 Giants, the same Giants team that started 0-6 last year. Eli Manning played a pretty good game. He had 1 interception early in the contest, but it was really the running backs fumbling the footballs and the wide receivers dropping passes that they should have caught that did the Giants in. However, the Cardinals shouldn't have won this game. They come in without their starting quarterback. A late game scratch of Carson Palmer opened the door for Drew Stanton, who played well and gave the Cardinals the early lead. However, the Giants stemmed the tide and did have that 14-13 lead before Ted Ginn Jr. raced 71 yards for that electrifying punt return. Now, what stood out for me about this play wasn't just the speed that Teddy Ginn Jr. still has out of Ohio State all these years, but basically Baldwin, the Giants, I guess he's the gunner for their kick return team, he didn't wrap up. He had them dead to rights, deep in their territory, and instead of wrapping, he tries to put the big hit. Guys are trying to get on SportsCenter, decleating people. Just wrap up your arms, forget about the macho stuff, and win the game instead. But I digress. The Giants now 0-2. The Cardinals under Bruce Arians in his second season over there, now 2-0. A formidable opponent for the Seahawks and the 49ers in the NFC West. In fact, last year, the only team to go into that stadium in Seattle and win a game was the Arizona Cardinals, who have a very good defense, as you have to have in that division to compete. As far as the Giants, they got to clean up the fumbles. Eli had the 1 interception. They drove the ball up and down the field. Too many drop passes. We'll see what happens next week now that hopefully the Eagles will be 2-0 after Monday night. But that division, everybody's got to win now because the Washington Redskins look like they're rolling. And, of course, Dallas wins down in Tennessee in a rather lopsided affair. Elsewhere in the NFL, the Cleveland Browns get their first win of the season, 26-24. A Billy Cundiff 29-yard field goal with seconds left on the clock after the Browns and Brian Hoyer got the ball at the 4-yard line and had to drive all the way down the field for the winning score, propels the Cleveland Browns over the visiting New Orleans Saints, who will continue to get heat about not being able to play good on the road outside, despite beating the Eagles in the playoffs last year in those same conditions. So there you have it. The New York Football Giants are 0-2, lose 25-14 to the Arizona Cardinals and Bruce Arians, and the Cleveland Browns victorious under Brian Hoyer, who may be pretty good after all.